Okay, I think my mic is live now. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. This light might be a little bright. Need to change my settings back. That's better. Good evening, everybody. Now it's dark. Lord have mercy for Jesus. I'm gonna leave it. It's fine. You want to say hi to everybody, baby?
I don't see anybody other than Flea and Ken, Rachel Michael, and Jolene DeVitt, Karen Nance. Those are the only folks I see thus far.
Okay. Okay. So we're streaming. I was gonna say we're streaming to Facebook. So good evening, you guys. I'm like a little bitty circle. That way I'm not in the way. Because I felt like that big old square cover stuff. I'm still traumatized by the bird incident. If you are new here, my name is Royce Bell. The voice that you hear behind the camera is David Bell, and together we make up Recycled Treasures. And we are meeting for our Sunday chatting and crafting. And the other voice you hear behind the camera is the Grand playing Plants and Zombies, or Plants versus Zombies. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. He's playing Plants versus Zombies. So you might hear some rambunctious squirrels every now and again. But tonight, you guys, I wanted to do some mixed media. Did I turn that heater off? I thought I turned that off. I'll do it, baby. Are you like trapped in over there?
I am.
I thought that we would do some, hey Karen, some mixed media tonight because, and I know it's Super Bowl. I'm not sure how many guests we're going to have tonight anyways, but the important people are here, right? You guys are here. That's good. But I wanted to do a mixed media. I'm going to show you guys the game that we're going to play. I'm not going to start tomorrow though. I do need a week to rest from the daily lives, but we'll do a mixed media project together tonight. And I just want you guys to get a sense of what the Mixed Media Mondays are going to be like. So for some of you who've taken my classes or you've been with me for a while, you probably recognize this from the games we've played in the past. So this is one page from the new game that I'm building, and I'm setting it up so that you guys can like attach it to popsicle sticks. And we're going to play it tonight. And so I have DIY, collage, stencils, paint, stamps, texture, and you don't have to use all of them. Like if there are some things on here that you haven't worked with yet, transfers, I glued it on there upside down, but I know what it is. Decoupage method, collage, underpainting. I think those are all the categories I have so far. And so the game is that you pull, I'm going to start with 3 sticks. You pull out 3 sticks and you have to incorporate whatever you pull out in your project for the day. And so we're going to do 3 sticks today. Now, if you're somebody who's like spanking brand new to mixed media and you haven't done anything, and maybe you're feeling a little nervous, just know that this isn't homework. It's not a test. It's not a contest. This is literally for you. A lot of times we stop growing in our creativity because we get comfortable doing the things that we've always done. And so games like this can help you push yourself outside of your norm so that you can try something new. So I'm going to pick 3 things, and these are just some tongue suppressors that I got. I meant to add these to my Amazon shop. I will add these to my Amazon shop, although they do have these at Dollar Tree, I believe. The ones at Dollar Tree are 6 inches. These are 8 inches. They're kind of big, but I think the width is the same, right, for all tongue suppressors. So we're going to play this game tonight. So I have that. Although, and you do have to cut these out, and I used a Uhu or Yoo-hoo, however you say that, glue stick to glue everything to my sticks. It took me about 35 minutes to do all of them because there's 2 sheets of this. So do it in front of your TV while you're watching Bridgerton. You know what I'm saying? So that way it won't feel like it took that long. But once you're done, you put them in your can and then you're done. You can use them whenever you want. And this is one of those file dividers. And it's kind of, hard And I've already primed it for the sake of time today, and it has like the metal tag on it. So that's the surface I'll be working on today. Happy Sunday. So did you have anything, babe?
We do have a question, Royce. Did you get any of the new IOD molds?
I haven't gotten my IOD stuff yet, you guys. So I'm not a retailer for IOD anymore. So I don't have like the privilege of having things in advance. I have to order like you guys. So I'm still waiting for my stuff to get here. And did I order a mold? One of the molds I didn't order, but I'm going to have to order is the one with the roses and the swags. I didn't think I wanted it, but I keep seeing it and now I want it. So, but no, I don't have any yet. Yet being the optimum word here. So I pulled out like stuff and I don't even know what I'm going to use yet. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to do my pull though. I'm closing my eyes. You guys can see me. And I'm going to pull from the middle so I can't see. Although if I pull like the same color twice, I'm going to pull it back because I really do want to pull 3 different colors for this. And it doesn't mean I can do only those things. It just means I have to incorporate them. So texture, visual texture under my paper. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, do a different one.
Why?
Got 2 of the same.
Oh, I do. I have 2 decoupage. I should just take decoupage out of mine because I'm going to
say different colors.
You know, you're right, babe. I'm just saying decoupage is one of them. It's just funny. I should probably pull that one out because I'm going to decoupage on everyone. Lord have mercy. I pulled out a white one again. Okay. Is that one different?
I'm waiting.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Is that the same?
You got to remember, I'm way behind. There you go.
Okay. Is that good?
It's 3 different colors.
Okay.
I can't read it, but it's 3
different colors. Transfers. Use contradicting transfer designs. Okay. So when I say contradicting transfer designs, that just means like aesthetics. So something pretty and something kind of grungy, you know, or something grungy with something refined, something like that. So this should be fun. I am going to be using the new Royce decoupage paper. So the 3 that I pulled, this one is for transfers, and I have to use contradicting transfer design. So if my design is one thing, the transfer that I use has to be something different as far as aesthetically. Decoupage, use decoupage scraps. So I'll use decoupage scraps. And then texture, visual texture under my paper. That's an easy one. So let's start with that one. Visual texture under my paper. Let me, I didn't really come up with a specific plan because I wasn't sure what I was going to pull. But I do feel like I want to use a paintable paper. But this one is a little bigger. Let me pull out these 2. Because I was looking at the paintable decoupage paper, and I don't know if there's I'm being a dork. I don't want to waste anything. I don't want to waste anything. This would be nice. Maybe the butterfly and this floral. Let's see if I use this. My little birdie's going to be hanging on his butt off of there right there. So I think maybe this is just a little bit too big for what I'm wanting to do today. I'm kind of wanting to paint a bird today, though. So I think I might fussy cut my bird out. I don't know. But this is the new paintable botanicals recycled decoupage paper. But we have this one, the botanical blocks, and half of it is like green and colorful, right? And the other half is kind of neutral. I don't know if you guys have gotten this paper yet. This is one of the ones where I talk about how hard it is to communicate like what's on the paper, because there's all kinds of crackle and like rusty goodness behind all this pretty stuff on specific design. But this paper, somebody asked me last time if we could paint this paper, and we absolutely can. And I was thinking that this might be a more appropriate scale for this project was if I used this. And I think that's what I'm going to do. It's what I'm going to do because I like it already. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this. And then I'm going to have to go in and we're going to add some physical texture underneath. If you guys have ideas, I mean, yes, I can use the crackle stamp. We've done that one. And I can add the crackle stamp underneath, and that would be beautiful. Is it physical texture or visual texture? Let me double check. So when I say visual versus physical texture, like a visual texture just means it looks like texture, right? So that's kind of like when you guys see me use the crackle layer stamp under my decoupage paper or over it. But physical texture means we've done like a raised stencil or we've stippled to where there's like actual physical texture. So I got to double check my thing and see what I pulled. Was it physical? Oh, it's visual under the paper. So that's very specific. So I have my cracklier stamp right here, and we could absolutely do that under. That would be super easy, right? Just go in and do some crackle under. But maybe you guys have other ideas, because this is something that I do like a lot. So it wouldn't be all that challenging.
Lee says it's your favorite paper.
Which one? Oh, this one? The botanical blocks?
Well, her favorite new paper.
Okay. Don't be like me, Flea. I'm like talking about the papers. I'm like, this is my favorite design. And then I'll say, well, this one's my favorite design. And they're like, which one, Royce, is your favorite? Because you keep saying different ones. I do like this one a lot, this one, because it's both pretty and grungy at the same time, which is kind of my vibe. I'm going to use a piece of deli paper. Should I put these away? I'm going to leave them right here in case I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Now I'm going to go under this paper, and this paper isn't white. So I think I'm going to do it with black ink. Oh, that's stone gray. Usually I'll use this stone gray, so it's more subtle, but because this paper is already dark, I'm going to go ahead and use some black ink because we're putting it underneath the paper. And if you guys have any questions about my madness at any point, please do not hesitate to ask. I do want to make an announcement tonight. I can do that while I'm looking for my brayer because I don't know where it is. The contest rules are posted. So you can't submit for the contest yet, but if you want to go and check out the rules for the contest, you can. So I'm making the announcement today, and then we won't start taking submissions until February 15th. So I wanted to do that just in case somebody wanted to actually make something specifically for the contest, like they'll have time to do that. We have 3 categories for the contest. Well, there's 2 divisions. You have professional and you have hobbyists. So 2 different divisions. If you are someone who's like painting furniture and selling it, you have a booth and you're selling the stuff you make, or you have a creative business of any kind, then you would compete under professional. If you're a hobbyist who loves creating for your home, or you just enjoy the process of creating, then you would submit under hobbyist. And then in each division, there's a furniture category, there's a home decor category, and our new one is art. And so your art can be mixed media. It can be, I know one of my retailers paints jackets, so I'm sure that's what she's going to submit is going to be a fabric project. That wasn't where I was looking for, but I'll take it. It's what came. So start thinking about submitting. And I don't have any of my sponsors listed just yet. I don't know why I tried to do this like over the holidays when I sent out emails. Nobody's answering emails over the holidays. And then we've all come back to kind of craziness. So these are the people I have confirmed. Wise Owl will be a sponsor. And I believe the prize we talked about was a $100 gift card from Wise Owl. That one will probably go to the professional furniture painter. That like makes the most sense. I have emailed Erin from Iron Orchid Design, and they will be a sponsor. But as you guys know, that they have been like preparing for and doing their launch. And so we're going to circle back and touch base probably next week to really hammer down exactly what they're going to be offering for prizes. Social Divas with Serena, who is my business coach for those in the professional section. She'll be offering, I want to say 3 months in her program for free. And I'm going to forget somebody and get in trouble. Wise Owl, IOD. Oh, and Decoupage Queen is going to be a sponsor, but many of you already know Megan is traveling. She's in Europe right now. So when she gets back, we're going to sit down and really hammer out. It'll probably be Pintart products, exactly what she's going to do for prizes. Of course, I'll be doing paper packs for prizes. And I have carried a lot of brands that I no longer carry. And the amount of stock I have is absolute insanity. So I'm going to be doing mystery boxes. And so you guys will see when I lay out exactly what the prizes are, that it'll be a mystery box valued at X amount. And the reason why I'm doing a mystery box is because they're not sponsors. It's like, this is stuff I paid for, right? And they're not sponsors, but it's still really good stuff. So those are going to be the prizes, really good prizes. And I'm hoping you guys will compete. If you're curious about, like, because I know you guys think I'm crazy when I say it was overwhelming, my last contest, you could still go on Recycle Treasures if you go to my photo albums, and you guys can see the entries from the last contest we had. So I want to say we had furniture, home decor, and there was one more category, and we did the same thing. We had our professionals and our hobbyists. And so the albums are there. So if you guys want to go take a look, you can. And then I meant to print you out, baby. I knew I was forgetting to do something. I meant to print you out a thing for questions. But if you guys have questions about the contest, we can answer them.
Jolene DeVitt, can you have more than one entry?
So you can have one entry per category is the way that we have to do it, just because I need it to be manageable. And the last contest, I don't know how many entries there were, but there were a lot. So we're doing one entry per category.
Flea had said, do you have any jelly paper that you pulled? I think for your project tonight.
You know what, Flea? It's funny. You should ask that question because I did. I wasn't sure. So one of the categories in here, you guys, is DIY. And you guys may not want to do this until after. Well, if you're in my membership group, you will have some DIY supplies. But if you're not in my membership and you're just coming to Mixed Media Monday, you may not have DIY, or you may. So like DIY tape, I have some tape here that I made. And then DIY collage paper was another one, Flea. I wasn't sure if I was going to pull that one. So I did pull some of the sheets we made in our last I pulled them out primarily for the color, so I could have like one color palette. But yes, I did pull out some of my papers from my gel prints just in case. And I still don't know what I'm gonna do, y'all. But here is my physical texture. My visual texture underneath my decoupage paper. So I'm using ink, and so I'm gonna go in with the heat of my dryer, and I'm gonna set that ink so that when I collage or decoupage this over the paper, it doesn't run all over the place. And if you guys go to the page for the contest, I tried to think of everything, but if you guys ask me questions tonight, there may be a question I didn't think of. So I will answer questions tonight, but if you think of something later, check out the page, the landing page for the contest. Facebook would not let me do an automation. It was so weird. So I don't have one for the contest yet. I think it's because maybe the landing page is too new. I just built it this morning.
Lisa Vansel says, Papa, quote, mystery box, close quote, into whatnot. I am not a paid fan. I don't know what that means.
So the mystery box is for the competition, Lisa. So those are going to be prizes for those who are in the competition. I hate to call it competition, but I mean, it is. The Recycled Creative Competition is what we're talking about specifically for the mystery boxes.
There was a Mr. Beast thing today, but I didn't pay attention to it.
I know he's breaking the app is what he's doing.
He's what?
He's breaking the app and he's breaking the rules. Like he's just sitting there all day and he's promising prizes. Like I'm feeling a kind of way about it, but it's fine. And people are like, how come he's able to do it? Because he has a gigantic audience. That's why. And I'm sure Whatnot's probably paying him to do it too. Because it brings people to their platform.
On a social media, not Whatnot, because I haven't gone there today.
Yeah.
I don't really care about him or that.
Me either, baby.
So maybe I'm not his audience.
No, not really. So, and I kind of chose this piece because it's warbly. It's not perfect, but a lot of times when I'm like doing assemblage or mixed media pieces, I am using weird stuff that is warbly, and it doesn't mean that you can't use it. I'm going to use it, and then when I'm done, I'm probably going to put it between something heavy so that it can be flat. I think that's where I'm going to decoupage is right there.
Lisa says down the road.
So I don't. Oh, you mean do the mystery boxes on Whatnot? Probably not, Lisa. I'd rather just do this. Honestly, a lot of it is stuff I still use legitimately, but I figured this was a good way for me to use it. And the ladies who come for the retreat too, they get to shop the warehouse, so they get to shop some of the stuff too. But I probably won't do the mystery boxes on Whatnot though.
I hear a lot of complaints about people that do those. But because I don't know.
Because they'll say it's a mystery box and it's valued at X amount, and then people get it and they're like, no, it's not valued at that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they've changed the rules now. You have to show exactly what's in the box. Kind of like what we do when we play our game, where I show exactly what they won. Because it used to be they would do the mystery boxes and you wouldn't even see what you got until you actually physically received it.
Well, if we did the claw game, you literally showed them what was in the jar.
Yes.
And we showed them as we were drawing it out, and then they got to see it again.
Yes.
There were no secrets.
No. But if I did a mystery box, I would have to do the same thing.
Yeah.
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 So, and then to me, even the value is subjective, because some of the stuff I have isn't available anymore. And if you go on eBay, a lot of it's listed for insane prices. So even what the value of something is still, I mean, I could put down the actual retail value, but that might not be the actual value of the item. Know what I mean?
Lisa says, shop the warehouse has got to be cool. Well, it wasn't last year because the air didn't.
The air literally went out like 2 days. I think it went out that Monday. It was not cool.
And it took me a while to fix it too for the landlord to. I didn't get this one first.
It did. They actually ended up replacing that unit completely because they couldn't fix it.
So Lee says I bought one of Sonnet's mystery boxes on Whatnot. I bought it because of your paper.
That's right.
Not disappointed. Both are beautiful.
Oh, what did you get in there? I wonder.
Well, and I'm going to stick up for Sonnet too. Sonnet. I mean, you see everything Sonnet does.
Yeah. Yes.
So
I don't think the issue was even with people in our niche. Honestly, I think it was other niche because like you have fashion on there, jewelry, collectibles. There's so many different categories. So I think it was more like the high-end stuff or the ones that were actually having the issue. But they have to make the rules for everybody. So
yeah. Okay.
You gonna make it?
Yeah.
And Royce Cycles besties. I know I have new besties. You guys know that you guys can order the Royce Cycles paper from Sonnet. Remind me to put a link inside of our community. It's one of the perks. And you can just order what you want. Like you don't have to subscribe. Am I using the right stuff? Oh yeah, matte medium. It kind of felt like gesso for a second. So I'm going to dry this and then we'll trim it and then we'll figure out what we're going to do next. This paper wasn't as neutral as I thought it was going to be. I almost don't know what I'm going to put on top of it. But I got to do something. So I did this one already. This one is use decoupage scraps. Oh man, I got to use scraps on top of here. And then this one is going to be a contradicting transfer. What would be a good contradicting transfer for this one? Because this one's both grungy and pretty. And I'm doing this wet. Don't look at me. Don't do it. Don't do this. I mean, it's fine. Actually, I'll show you guys what happens when you do it wet. You're more likely to tear your paper when you do it wet, and you're really not going to get a super clean trim. If you do it wet either, you'll notice how it's like really rugged right there. It's not clean. And look, I tore it. So you guys don't do this. Unless you want a like a rougher edge. I'm going to go around the edge with some dark, and I thought it would look kind of cool if my edges were a little imperfect. And this is just my little, they call it a finger sander, I believe. And you guys will notice that I don't use sandpaper. You can use sandpaper, but if your hands are like mine and you just need a little extra something to grip, a sanding block or like a finger sander like this one will go a long way to help you be able to create comfortably. And my edges are going to be trash, but it's actually okay because I want to make this like really grungy. And I debated on whether or not I wanted to, and this is why I want to do Mixed Media Monday as well, because I have so many ideas and I don't have time for all of them. And so Mixed Media Monday is going to give me an opportunity to kind of explore some new ideas. Like if I would have taken this flower here and decoupaged it over, you know, a really colorful background. You guys remember, you know, the paper gets so transparent. This blue would have shown through really beautifully through this paper. So I was going to do that, but I did not. Perhaps another day. And then we're only an hour tonight too, because we do have the grand and he has school in the morning. So I'm going to try to work fast. I want to be done now. Can I be done? I have to do the other stuff though, don't I? I have to follow my own rules. And so the mystery boxes for the contest, you guys, is going to include some retired designs. I mean, and I have designs from like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Every now and again, one of those really old designs will pop up and they cause problems because people are looking for them and nobody really has them. So there will be some retired designs in the mystery boxes as well. Is it called a zip sander?
What?
A zip sander, maybe. And this spot, I'm going to have to cut around my little tag because I do want that to show. Could you imagine having all your dividers in your file folder be this pretty? And you guys see the crackle came through, even though I did it underneath the paper. You can really see it. Can you guys see that? You can still really see it on the top of the paper. So you can stamp underneath your paper to add like extra interest to your stuff. And if I had used a stone ink, it wouldn't be as prevalent. But I mean, I needed it to be able to stand up against all this other stuff as well. So, and I'm going to trim this later because it's really going to tear. Whenever you have to use a blade to cut your paper, you really, really want it to be dry. You guys are making me think. I can put this one back. I did that one. Oh, contradicting transfer. Maybe a red. Oh, you know what? Do we have any peonies transfers? That might be kind of cool to have this one neutral and then have one that's fully colored right next to it. Let me contemplate that for a minute. I have a vision. I have a vision of love. That's how my mind works out. And then I have, so that one is a contradictory because that one will be full color and this one is lines only. And then decoupage scraps. So decoupage scraps, I have a vision for that too. I'm going to go around and ink up my edges. I need to replace my little pouncer, but I never remember to do it when I'm just sitting here. And I think my pads are like underneath a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes when you sand your paper, you can either reveal the white underneath your paper, or when you sand over the top, you can even kind of sand the image off of your paper. You have like a stark white. Using your ink is a really good way to address that.
Karen Nance says, what is the paper you used for the gel plate prints?
I use deli paper. You guys, I'm going to show you guys something. And when you're addicted and you have 50 million prints, do not blame me. But you can get like, what is this? 500 sheets of deli paper. And then you can just pull prints to your heart's desire. And I love working with the deli paper too, because it gets pretty transparent. Not as transparent as like a wet string tissue paper, but it still gets pretty transparent. There were no questions about the content? Really?
Nope.
You guys don't have questions? My FAQ is like 13 questions deep. I was laughing when I was making it because I just said, how many of you guys are going to do something or going to post something? I'm curious about that. And there's also going to be random prizes. So for people who come and vote, I'll be pulling random prizes for those people as well. So if you send your friends over to vote for your project, they'll be automatically entered into for a chance to win something. I have not done this in so long. I'm like kind of giddy about it because I can't wait to see what everybody does. So I'll ask the question, does it have to be a new project? No, it can be an old project. It could be something that you made 5 years ago. I do not care. As long as you haven't won my contest with that item before, you can still submit it into the contest. Let me think of other questions on my FAQ. Oh, you guys don't want to know who the judges are? Nobody wants to know? I still need one more judge. I have to reach out to one more person. I haven't reached out to her yet. But right now, and so I'm having different judges too. I do not want my hobbyists to feel like, I don't want you guys to be discouraged at all. So you guys are going to have like your own slate of judges. And I'll announce those two. I have 2. I still need to find 2 more. However, because my retailers can compete. So that kind of shrinks my pool of judges down. Where was I? Oh, so for the professionals, you guys, is it about the prizes? Yes. But it's also about visibility, especially if you have a business. So whoever wins like the professional furniture, you guys will get to live on the cover of my Recycle Treasures page for 30 days. So with your work and your logo being displayed there, in addition to like the physical prizes and the things like that. And for those in the professional category, I would also like to do an interview on my page for those of you who win. One of my people who are, I won't call her out, but I was talking about like all the stuff that goes with it. And I started talking about like interviews and she was like, oh no, I'm out. She's not going to do it. But if you have a business, it's an opportunity, right? For you to get in front of, even if you have like your own audience, you can get in front of new people, which is always a plus. So when I'm thinking about like the professionals, I really am thinking about the people who are operating in businesses and what would benefit them. So in addition to like the physical prizes, there are also some other opportunities to increase visibility as well. I'm trying to think of something else. You guys don't have no questions?
I'm starting to wonder if we're getting any, because guys, if you are asking, I'm not seeing it. I keep refreshing and there's nothing there. So
Lisa's asking. So Lisa, I'll post the QR code again. You can go to the landing page. I'm literally announcing it tonight. So that's why you haven't really heard about it, because I haven't posted anything. I'm gonna make a post when we get off tonight, and it'll have a link to where you can go to the boring. It's a boring landing page because I don't know, it just is. But it has all the rules and everything that are there. We won't start taking submissions until February 15th. So if you want to make something for the contest, you'll have that opportunity. But on the landing page, there's a lot of information that's still missing because we're still tying down some details. But as far as how the contest is going to function, that information is there. So I used to have a contest on the Recycle Treasures Facebook page every year. But the last contest I had, Facebook was like folding comments. So people's votes weren't being counted. It was a hot mess because it was just too much. There were too many entries and there were not too many. There were a ton of entries and there were a ton of voters and it was just too much volume. And so Facebook was like not showing things to people, I guess. And it really caused a problem. So that's why I haven't had a contest. So I figured out a new system. When you guys submit your stuff, you actually won't be submitting it on Facebook. You'll be submitting it through a form. You'll fill out the fields on the form. You'll submit your photos, and then we'll organize them and we'll post them onto Facebook later. And voters, whoever gets the most likes, right, is who will win on Facebook. That's for the people's choice, but there'll also be a judge's choice as well. So one of the questions on my FAQ is this just a popularity contest? No, it isn't, because you literally have 2 opportunities to win in each category. You can win the people's choice and you can win from the judges. So I want to make sure that everybody really has an opportunity to participate in like a meaningful way. And even if you don't win, like think about how many people are going to see your project. We were watching a YouTube channel today and the guy was showing his people's projects. That was really cool. I might figure out how to do that.
all right. A couple of people are saying they also don't see questions. So thank you for letting me know. But Sandy Lee did come in with one. Deli paper waxed or unwaxed?
I don't know. I don't think that dry wax is what this says specifically. So it's dry wax deli paper. Sorry. Thank you for that. Because I do remember that specifically. Because that's why I'm able to glue it down. Because it's dry wax. I don't know what that means. But I know that the girlie said that's what you need to use.
And for the besties, Flea said she purchased one of the Sonnet's leftover boxes. Faded rose and English rose ticking. Chris Schmidt said she ordered a few papers from Sonnet. The everywhere signs and the green one with the really old car hood.
Oh yeah, I think that was like the first box I did for Sonnet. So that's been like over 2 years ago. No, it'll be 2 years this year. 2 years in June, I think, since I started designing for Sonnet. So I'm looking at this flower and this looks like the same flower. So maybe I can just, oh no, it has to be a transfer. Huh? Aww. So for the contest, there are 2 divisions. You have your professionals. Professionals is anybody who owns a creative business, right? Whether you're painting furniture and selling it, you're making things and selling it in a booth, you're selling supplies, you're going to compete in the professionals division. If you're a hobbyist, you're making it because it brings you joy, you're making it for your home, then we're going to have an entire category just for you guys. And I mean, an entire division. And in that division will be furniture, home decor, and art. And you guys will have your own slate of judges because I don't want anybody to be discouraged from participating. And you have 2 chances to win: People's Choice and Judge's Choice in each category. and you can enter one item in each category. That's the rule to make it manageable. Oh, it's treated with paraffin. It works. We did it. We used it at the retreat, and we were able to adhere it and make our last year in our collages beautifully. Yeah, regular people absolutely can enter. Please do.
Where are you seeing these comments?
I don't know. It's from Lizette.
Okay, that's fine. I just don't see them. I'm not ignoring anybody. I just don't see them.
Huh. I don't know. I just looked up and saw that question. So.
And Susan Glazer said she was over on YouTube, popped over to Facebook. Advertising keeps popping up. I'm guessing it's Super Bowl Sunday, so they're just throwing advertising everywhere, assuming if you're on YouTube, you're one of the few, so they're going to capture whatever they can.
But I said it so that it wouldn't do that during my live.
But I think YouTube is doing it because they know nobody's looking at anything other than the Super Bowl today.
Yeah.
Except for the 50 people here tonight.
Why they bothering us? We over here minding our business.
I know.
Because my live, I set it to not be monetized so that it wouldn't have commercials, is what I thought that meant. I'm sorry. And then it's only supposed to have so many, like one. Okay, I need to find transfer bits, right? That's what my stick said. No, a contradicting transfer.
Gary Peters says dry wax deli paper is treated with paraffin.
That's a kind of a wax. That's interesting. He's all whispering over there. I can hear him.
So then Annie's killing a lot of zombies.
He is.
He's out there protecting the world and doing a fine job at it.
I wish I could find, like if I could put another flower close to this one right next to it, I think that would be really pretty. But I think these are all roses. Roses. Christmas people, animals.
Lisa Vansel says Super Bowl lip syncing.
I think a lot of performers still sing, but they put a track on. They have to.
So here's my understanding. They sing their set live before the performance, and then they play that back. And yes, they are lip syncing to their performance. So it's not like lip syncing to the record. It's still a live performance.
Yeah. Because technically it would just be,
nightmarish.
Yeah. Logistically to try to do that. I have a few transfer, just a few transfer bits, you guys. Don't mind me. Ooh, this one would be good. Let's see if I can find one in here. Right? That would be perfect. So any questions about the contest, please let me know. I will answer them the best I can. When we're done tonight, I will be putting a post up. If you're on YouTube, I'll put the post on the YouTube channel. And for my people who are not on Facebook, I am so sorry. Facebook is just really the biggest platform for us to be able to put stuff. So I do apologize. But asking people to vote in multiple places, they're going to do good to vote in the one place. I already know. I'm sad. I wish I had another flower from this one, but we'll use what we have.
Jerry Peter watched the halftime show and you at the same time. She said Bad Bunny was good.
I want to watch it after we go in.
Yeah.
But I think I'll use this one. This is like, it's contradictory, right? This one is like grungy and it's bare, and this one is pink and fleshed out. So I'll use a piece of this one on here. And then my last thing was decoupage scraps. Oh, I do need decoupage scraps. Let me do my decoupage scrap before I put my transfer on. And this was one of my favorite transfers. I wish they would do like, because you guys remember this one? I wish they would do an 8-pager of this one. Because it was basically like already put together almost. You know what I mean? They were kind of bunched up and then we had a few spare pieces. But like if we had pages with all like spare pieces, that would be fabulous, right? Okay. So for decoupage scraps, oh Lord. That zombie is really chomping loud over there. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to clean this. It's gonna kill me. I'm looking through my scraps, you guys. Let's see what's on here that I could use. You don't know? You guys are really gonna make me use my muscles every Monday doing this mixed media mix up. Because designing on the fly is not as easy as it seems. So if I mean, this is gonna look like I decoupaged it on there, right? So I'm just gonna kind of lean into that. And I'm actually going to ink my edges and then put it on so that it looks like it was deliberate and not just like something I was trying to cover up. Know what I mean? I guess I'm still thinking about that one because it's still out. So I'm going to go and ink my, maybe. What time is it? Oh, Lord.
It's 7 o'clock. Just
It's
about.
6:51.
Almost.
I did want to talk about the retreat again. I know y'all tired of hearing about it, but I'm sorry. I was in my mastermind call last week, and there were two things. One person said that they thought it was only for people in the Besties membership. So clarification, the retreat is for everyone. You do not have to be in the membership. If you would like to come and hang out and learn hands-on in person, you are absolutely welcome to come. Another person emailed me. Yeah, absolutely. Another person emailed me, such a sweet email. And she said that she signed up even though she wasn't a professional. This event is not for professionals. I mean, if you are a professional, you'll be challenged to create in different ways than you probably have. And you'll benefit from community and connections, right? But it's not specifically for professionals. This is literally for anyone. I don't know if you guys saw my post I put up earlier. One of the ladies who came last year, she was brand new to the niche. She had literally just started like creating, and she had a fabulous time. And she said not once did she feel out of place or that she couldn't do any of the things that we were doing. So if you are brand new to creating, or maybe you're just returning to creating, you haven't done it for a while, yes, this retreat is for you.
Oh, thank you. So I popped out, popped back in. Now I flooded with comments. Angie Champagne, Bad Bunny was entertaining, even though I don't understand Spanish. I agree.
There's a song I've been dancing to for how long, and I have no idea what they sing about. Suavemente. I don't know what they're singing about, but I'm dancing.
We have a singing contest going on at the radio station right now. It lasts about 2 months. And there was a guy who got up, did not speak English, but he sang really nice. And he sang the song, and I had no idea what it was. And now everybody's telling, oh, it was Volver. And I'm like, oh, okay. But, in the desert Southwest, you grew up hearing it. I did not.
Yeah.
So I keep telling people, relax.
Well, yeah, because when you go out to go dancing, like you're going to do cumbias.
Yeah.
It's just you're gonna do it.
Right. Because I get it, but I didn't know it. Let's see. Lisa Vansel, I get anxiety cutting through a bunched up transfer.
Oh, yeah, that one was really bunchy. I love the flowers though. I really do wish they would. Sally, you should do another one.
Susan Glazer, for scraps of decoupage, why not use lettering of some sort?
I'm going to use these numbers right here. I mean, I could fussy cut them out, but
this could have been a while ago too. I'm going to stress.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking about even using one of these circles is what I was looking for, like one of the, the, ¿cómo se dice? What do you call those?
Chris Schmidt answered Kay Dewan, who said, I just joined. What are you using as a base? It's a plastic file divider.
Yeah, it's not, I don't know what it is. It's not plastic. It's kind of cardboard, but it does have a coating on it. But it's an old file divider. That's what I'm using as a base.
And Kate One says suavemente is softly.
I've Kiss Me Softly, right? I think. But I mean, I danced to it for years, girl. I didn't know what it meant. But I liked it. Every time it come on, I'm on the dance floor.
Karen Nance says, what, I'm guessing it's what time of day on Mondays are you going to do mixed media projects?
It's probably going to be early in the day. I'm thinking I can't do it as late as I was doing my daily lives because that just it really cut into my day, and I can't do it too early because I have to drop the boy off at school. It will probably be like 10 a.m. Arizona time, which is like 9 a.m.
9
Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. So noon Eastern, 9 Pacific.
But that would change.
I know.
In March.
I know. And I'll deal with it in March. I decided I wasn't going to stress about it.
Lisa Vansell.
Then I won't do it.
And we both say postage marks.
Yeah, I was looking for a postage mark, but I didn't find one. So that's why I decided to go with the numbers. Although this might be too long. I think I'm just go with these numbers, which means I'm going to have to ink this edge again. Dagnabbit. Suavemente. Now that song is in my head. That's too funny.
What was that? What the heck was that?
I know. If you guys hear trash talking, he's talking to the zombies,
ew.
not to anybody here in this room. Okay, don't start being loud, Papa. Don't start being loud. Okay. I know, I'm almost done, babe. That game is too hard. So I'm going to put this right here in this corner. And then that way I don't have to wait for this to dry either before we put our flour on. I'm missing this because I want it to be as transparent as possible. I kind of want what's underneath to show through. Somebody asked me, I was painting the back of a tissue paper, and they were like, why not just use a thicker paper? And it's a valid question. I like having the option, right? If I use an opaque paper, I can't make it transparent. But if I have a transparent paper, I can absolutely make it more opaque. So I feel like the tissue paper gives you more options. Oh yeah, I like that. I feel like because I did put the ink around the edges, it looks more intentional, right? So, and then I have to add a flower. Should I do the big one? Let me dry this a little bit. So you guys can vote. I can either come in with a sprig here at the bottom to complement what's going on, or I can lay this big one, which if you've seen like scientific book pages, that's not the word I was looking for. Sometimes they'll have like a sketch of something, and then like maybe one of the sketches has been painted in. So like if I put that here, it would replicate that idea. Or we can just bring this piece in coming from the bottom, and it can just serve as a complement to that. You guys vote while I dry this off. And there were no more questions about the contest? No?
No.
Are you guys going to enter the contest? Are you? Please say yes. I would be so heartbroken if nobody entered.
Karen Nance says I like the small one. I should also note I can only see the horizontal YouTube. There are two different YouTube.
There are. I don't see anybody on the vertical.
Okay.
If you're on the vertical and you don't like it, Cindy, if you don't like the vertical format, you can come out and look for the horizontal format because you can see more there than you can on the vertical one. But I use both because I seem to get a lot of views on the vertical.
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's just he's got my third device.
Yes.
So I can't. Normally I look at all three. Facebook, YouTube vertical, YouTube horizontal.
Yes.
But tonight I can only look at two.
And I forgot to mention that too.
Let's see.
I think everyone's saying the smaller ones.
I swear.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm not laughing at you.
Karen Moyer says the first one, Dogwood Exchange specimen pages.
Thank you. Yes, specimen pages.
So the numbers in their dimension.
Right?
He says either one, they're both amazing. Margaret Billings Clark's free and compliment. Hold on 1 second, bud. I'll do it. Chris Schmidt says second option. Kathleen Hoovis says, I wish IOD made the grid paper transparent, but still have lines.
It is transparent.
Susan Boehner, Whitmore Glazer, smaller flowers. And Lisa Vansel says, yes, I want to submit something.
Yes, please do. I hope you guys do. Seriously. And when I'm packing, I'm gonna come online when I'm packing my boxes. I'm gonna show you guys.
And over on YouTube, Karen Nance likes the small one. Jolene DeVitt likes the small ones. And she also says, I want to enter contest, but it scares me.
There's nothing that, don't be scared. Like, honestly, I'm going to tell you guys this, and I shouldn't say don't be scared. I apologize. I will say this, your being brave is going to encourage somebody else to even try to create something. And so for me, this contest really isn't about the contest itself. Like, I'm having prizes because I really want people to participate. But the goal is really for people to see what's possible with the recycled decoupage papers, and for you guys to encourage each other, because somebody will say, I never thought of that idea, perhaps. Or maybe there was somebody who was afraid to enter the contest, but they saw that somebody else entered, and now they'll be brave enough to do so. I'm trying to split this up, you guys, because I feel like if I put it down here, I need to put something up here too. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I want to make sure that my my final composition is like balanced and not, it doesn't feel weird.
Goodness.
But yes, please don't be afraid. And I will tell you, if you're new to recycled, I want you to understand that I am serious about honor. And I do not put up with people being dishonorable. If you come on my page and you're talking poorly about somebody else, you will be blocked with no hesitation and no apologies, because we don't do that around here. So if that's what you're afraid of, don't worry. It is my goal, my mission to create safe spaces. And so you don't have to worry about that. And if somebody gets bold enough to do it, then they'll just be blocked and they won't be back. And even when I teach courses that I pay for, I will tell people, I will reimburse your money and show you the door, because we don't do that. We don't dishonor people and be disrespectful. Let me see. My poor sticks. I use them for multiple things. I'm hoping this is dry enough. If you ever try to apply a transfer over your decoupage paper and you go to pick it up and like it's picking up the decoupage paper, it's probably because there's still moisture underneath. So don't panic and don't keep trying to pick it up. Leave it. And just walk away and let it dry. And when you come back, you'll be able to finish applying it once everything dries. And that's the same for the retreat too. We spend time at the beginning of the retreat talking about the importance of that. And I was so grateful for everyone for honoring that last year. And I guess there were a couple of desktops. I didn't see them, but the people resolved them right away just because of the expectation. Here, Grandpa, you do it, but I'm gonna tell you how to do it, huh?
Kathleen, the white backing paper needs to be put for placement.
Oh, that's a good idea,
Yeah.
because then you can see through the paper to see how you're gonna place it.
Lisa Van Til says this is the safest brick around. And then we got some hearts and some hands doing hearts. Karen Nance. Oh, Jerry Peter asked, why do you have two lives on YouTube, horizontal, vertical?
Because some people prefer the vertical. If they're watching on like their phone or something, they like it. And so my app started giving us the option of offering it. And so no, I figure I'm going to be here. I might as well be here as many ways as possible to serve as many people as possible.
And what are some examples of what people have submitted before?
You know what? If you would like to see, honest to goodness, if you guys go to Royce Cycle Treasures, my page, and you go to photo albums, the photo albums from past contests are still there. So you guys can go look and see. And we didn't say professional and hobbyist. I think we said like, I forget the names we used, but you can look at the names and you can tell. Like there are albums from the professionals, and then there are albums from my hobbyists, and both of them have beautiful pieces. But if you would like to go see for some examples, and it's probably things that you're already making, home decor, if you're doing any kind of an art journaling, that one is a new category. And it's because I think that as a niche, we've kind of been like traveling together on our creative journeys, right? And after you get so many supplies, you start looking for ways to use them together. And so I think there are a lot of people that are doing mixed media, art journaling, junk journaling. And so if you're using recycled decoupage paper, I would love to see what you're doing.
Yeah. Kathleen Uva asks, if I have a piece of the transfer over the edge, is it safe to sand it off, or should you cut it?
Either way, I usually just tuck mine around, but you can sand it off if you want. Honestly, if you have a piece over the edge, like I have this piece right here, I'm just going to do like that and just tuck it over. And I mean, it's going to be on the other side a little bit, but it's fine. And it sticks to my scissors. But you can sand it off too. Like I've tucked that around. I could go in and sand that. And so see, now I have balance, right? Because I have some pink right here and I have some pink up here. So My challenge today was visual texture underneath my paper. We're talking, for those of you in late, I am making a game for Mixed Media Mondays, and I will, on the first Mixed Media Monday, you guys, I'll give you information on how to get the game. But this is the game, and then you cut it apart, and I tape mine to popsicle sticks. So I'm assuming that's what everyone's going to do, because it's just easy. You can put all your popsicle sticks in a can, and you can pull out, 1, 2, 3, how many you want. Today I pulled out 3. And so this one was for texture, and it was visual texture underneath the paper. And so I used the Crack-A-Layer stamp from IOD underneath the paper before we decoupaged. My second one was decoupage using scraps. So I used 1 piece of scrap over there. And then the third one was use a contradicting transfer design. And so these are like black and white and really neutral. And so I chose a color transfer, which is different from, I should choose another word from contradicting. I'll look for another word for that. But these are colored, like full color transfers, right? Versus the black and white or the kind of ochre and white of the other flowers that are on here. So this is my piece that I made tonight in the hour that we had together. And I had some other new products that I was going to try to use, but we are out of time because we have the grand and he has to go to school tomorrow. But these are like little rub-offs, I guess. I bought these from Tammy. Look at, can I do one bit? Because I love, look at that. It looks like, I want to make it look like I sewed it. Look. It's 709. And so if you are interested in the retreat, you guys, I can show you the information for that. If you're on Facebook, you can just put retreat in the comments and you'll get a message with information for the retreat. I would love, love, love to have you here. The contest, it doesn't open until the 15th. So you guys have plenty of time to make something if you want to make something. But you don't, I mean, you can use an old product. I mean, an old project. It doesn't have to be a new project.
Oh, Jane Belante just popped in.
Hey, Jane.
Jane will be at the retreat.
Yes, Jane will be my guest at the retreat. We'll be doing some journaling and we'll be working on kind of our self-talk and our self-perception, so that we can maximize our opportunities to create something beautiful together. And Jane is also one of the judges for the professional category. And, oh, Angela's here too. Angela is going to be a judge for, Angela Witzel from Dogwood Exchange will be a judge for the professional category. And Dion, what is Dion's last name? From Turquoise Iris, will also be a judge for the professional category. I have one more judge I'm waiting to hear back from because I need to have 4. That way, if there's a tie, I can be the tiebreaker.
Dion's last name is and the Belmonts.
I know it. I just can't think of it right now this second. But isn't this cool? It looks like...
You laughed. You have no idea what that is because that's
I
way
do
too
not.
old. So thank you for that. That was a gift from my wife.
Oh, I thought somebody else put it in the comments. No? Dion and the Bell. I don't know who that is, baby. But...
Lisa,
and then we
answer,
have
where
another...
did you get your goodies?
These goodies, I got them from Tammy. And she's not here. I'm going to harass her a little bit because I'm bad about remembering people's business names, even here locally. If you ask me about going somewhere, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, Ben makes the best pizza. I'm not going to say fancy pizza. I'm going to talk about him as a person. And I do the same thing with you guys. So Tammy Hulls is her name. If anybody knows her business name, please tell me. Like, I know it, but I can't remember it right now. And she was selling like these packages on Whatnot, and I bought one. But I'm going to harass Tammy because it should have her business name on this packet. And it's not.
Dion's last name is Woods.
And I knew that. So she's one of the guests for the professionals as well. I really want my guests to have like knowledge, both judges. Jane and Dion have a background in like furniture painting and art and home decor. And Angela Y'all should sell the furniture. Do you paint furniture? We just don't even try anymore, do we? I don't know if she's still here, but Angela started out freaking redoing pianos. Like she would make these fabulous bars out of old pianos. She's crazy.
Flipping Furniture by Tammy.
Yes, Flipping Furniture by Tammy. That is where I got these goodies from. And I think this is going to add the like, I don't know. I needed something. You guys ever work on a piece and you're like, I need something. I think this is going to add what I needed. Although it's resisting that transfer. That's interesting. Okay, we're good. Like, how cool is that? It looks like I sewed it, doesn't it? This is my kind of sewing right here. Oh, I'm ridiculous. I know. I'm going to put this all the way around. I have a couple of people in my membership who have agreed to be judges for me for the hobbyist. I didn't want you guys to feel like nervous or anything. So we are going to have a different slate of judges for you guys. Although I think one of my judges volunteered to be a judge, so I wouldn't pressure her to enter into the contest because I told her that we were going to do interviews for our professionals. I'm going to do one more and then we're going to jump off because we are running out of time over here. I can hear it. And Grandpa, can we go get something to eat?
If you would like. We do have to take the white card, though, not the black card. Because I've already moved the chair.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Damar prefers the minivan to my car. But look at that. Isn't that fabulous? Like, it looks like I sewed it, but I absolutely did not. And I feel like it needed that. Okay. So that is all I have for you guys tonight. I wanted to kind of do an example of what you guys can expect on Mixed Media Mondays. I don't know. Maybe I'll be pulling 5, 6. Maybe I'll decide to pull more. I don't know. We'll see what happens because I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to see together. So tonight we just pulled 3. I do feel like I probably should have pulled at least 4. So I'll probably pull at least 4 different 6. But I think this is going to be fun. And so at our first Mixed Media Monday, which will not be tomorrow, but the following Monday, I will make sure that you guys have a link to where you can download your own game so that you can make your own sticks. And it can be like a co-working session, right? We can work together. And I love doing games like this because it does challenge us to step outside of what we normally do. And honestly, I hadn't really thought about my games for a while, but one of my membership members, and she's also a retailer, she was saying she I don't even think she knows how much of a blessing this was, but she holds up because I make these games in my classes, my courses. And she says, I still have this game, she tells me, and I use it all the time. And I use it when I do workshops at my shop. And like, I really didn't think anybody thought about these games anymore because I don't know, it's just been a while. So thank you, Kathy, for blessing me with that and making me remember. And so it's a mixed media mashup, and you guys can pull however many sticks you're comfortable pulling. But I think I'll be starting off with 4, and then we'll create something together. And you guys can see me, which is good. So, I mean, you guys, it's a process. All of it's a process, and we're always learning. We're all always learning. So I love doing things like this so that you guys can see that. And hopefully it encourages you in your creative journey as well. But if you guys want to take a look at the contest, I'm going to put this up one more time. There's a QR code. You can go to the landing pages. All of the rules are there. Everything's outlined. The prizes are not listed yet because I have to really get them squared away exactly what they're going to be. But as soon as I get everything like nailed down, I'll be posting the prizes. You guys will see it says sponsors loading. I didn't want to put like some sponsors and not others. So as soon as I get confirmation from all of my sponsors, you guys will see who the sponsors are of the contest as well. And then if you were interested in the retreat, here's a QR code for the retreat. And you guys, this is the cover of my Royce Cycle Treasures Facebook page. So if you use the QR code, take you to the page to register for the retreat or just to get more information. It's not like if you go there, you're going to have to register. If you want more information, if you're curious, you can find it here. The retreat is not for just Royce Cycle Besties members. It's for everyone. It is not just for professionals. It is absolutely for anyone who wants to come and experience creativity and community in a meaningful way. But that is all we have for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And on Super Bowl Sunday even. You guys have a blessed week. And remember, where experimentation goes, creativity follows. So please make time to experiment, to have fun, and to test the limits of yourself and your products. You guys have a blessed week. Bye.